It's another Monday, the last Monday of January, the longest month it seems like in history. We'll be going into my mirth month. I said mirth, my month of February. And hopefully, February is a lot better than all the other past months that we done had to endure. But if you don't know, you're listening to Too Cool to Con. I am none other than Reek, Reek. And hopefully, we can get a conversation like we did the other night. I want to say that was Saturday night when I did that live. Hopefully, we get some regulars, we can get some newbies, whoever in the chat. That will be a prosperous thing. Hopefully, we can come up with some topic that people need to hear about, or something that you know haven't been on people's minds or something like that. Whatever it may be, hopefully, it finds the right ears and the right ideas are sparked from said conversation of whatever it may be. So, what I was gonna say, it's kind of getting more. We're getting a little creeping on getting a little bit more sunlight. That's you know, we missing that vitamin D. I say around here, in Florida and Cali, places like that, y'all got a lot of the sun still, but we got a lot of cloud cover when it comes to being in the Midwest. So hopefully that'll be turning back around. We can increase our vitamin D. Or if you're in any other parts of the world, you may already have that going on. You may be going into it may be fall season and overseas. Over here, we're going towards the spring. So hopefully sooner than better. And I thank you for that thumbs up. Hopefully, they let you chat within the chat room. I haven't seen anybody pop up in it yet. So I don't know if they actually opened it or not. Usually I always have it open. I don't shy away from conversations. I want to have a conversation as long as it's, traipsing towards the positive, or it could be traipsed towards, area I may not know and someone else does. So, either or is good. I want to say that last live I did, it was, a minute shy of 30 minutes. So that was pretty good for not being live in, umpteen months, As far as, all the other content I do, I still got content. I just been real lazy. I ain't gonna lie. I've been lazy. I ain't been, putting out content like usual, Maybe it's these wintertime blues, I can't ride one of my choice chariots around and things like that. So, you be stuck in the house doing, little different things to take your mind away from not riding and getting out and campaigning to see people that you haven't been able to see since it's been cold. But other than that, like I said, I steadily been looking for the next new chariot that I want to happen upon. I guess around these parts, I mean, the type of car that I want is probably either in storage or, it ain't probably a possibility of me driving it, but at least I could probably hear the engine and look at the interior and, make sure the tires ain't, too bad or things like that. But I have been looking. I haven't pulled a trigger on anything yet. I'm trying to hopefully look for something that's not too far, but it's not going to stop me if I do find something that is a ways. I figure out if I drive to it or if I have to take an aerial plane to the particular spot to go look at it. But like I said, I'm looking for a Corvette. I'm going away from being a Cadillac man to a Corvette man. To me, they're cool cruisers. I mean, yeah, you could get a Corvette that's fast, but I'd rather just have it looking real nice and be able to cruise, pop the T-tops off, and ride. Or if you got a newer one, it's a Targa top where the whole top piece of the roof comes off, and you either load it in the back or you leave it at your TP. So it shows that it's three people in here. Hey, holla if you hear me. Say something in the chat. Hopefully they letting you be able to speak within the chat. Let me see if I can spark something to see if it's actually work. Okay. What's my favorite year? Favorite year as in Corvette? If it's favorite year as in Corvette, I would say, I say C7, probably the first year, 2014 C7. Yup, 2014 C7. I would like to get one of those, but to me, the prices are kind of high on them still. And if you do catch one lower, the miles are crazy. But I mean, figure it's a Chevy. It's nothing too complicated with them engines. But you get up to having higher miles on something that's, not that old. It's being a Corvette. A lot of people like to beat up Corvettes, so it depends on who you're buying it from. Preferably, if I get one, it's gonna probably be from someone older that is sick of climbing in and out of it, because you do climb in and out of Corvettes. A lot of people don't like riding them because it's like, man, my back. It's hard on my back getting in and out, and it's so small and compact in the inside. But to me, it's a phenomenal spring summer car. You get all kind of conversations. It's a conversation starter. You could be pumping gas. You may be coming from just pulling it out, and oh, let me go pump some fresh gas, and then you get a conversation started right there at the pump. Versus if you're riding something, ain't nothing wrong with like riding a Camry or Corolla or something like that, but it's a whole different thing when you're riding Corvette, in my humble opinion. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get something out of the 70s. I've been seeing the 70s. I like them. A lot of people don't like them because if it's not out of the early 70s, it's down on power. So I would say I think they started going down on power in it's either 75 or 76, but they didn't have a lot of horsepower, so a lot of people are, oh, they're kind of slow. And, to be honest, my yellow Corvette, that's not fast. It's not like my C5. C5 is a lot quicker than, the C4 is. But to me, it depends on what tillers you get, because, Corvettes come in tillers. If you get said certain package, it might, have, more horsepower or a little less horsepower. But in the 70s, the late 70s, they all were kind of, choked down with emissions and stuff like that. Unless you find someone that's selling one that they done, put a modern engine in it, then it's a whole totally different ball game with that. And the ones I've been looking at, it's been a couple that done had, modern engines put in them, stroker engines, to make it a lot more quicker. So I may be shooting for that, because it's like, but, like I said, I don't really care if it's not really fast, because as long as it looks good, it doesn't have frame damage or anything like that, because it's fiberglass, but you still got to worry about the frame rails and things, especially in the climate that I'm in. If I find it from a southern state, you really don't have to worry too much. But up here, sometimes, occasionally, people tend to drive those, and salt can wreak havoc on cars up here. What got me into Corvettes? Well, I always kind of liked them, but I never thought of having one. And then I made a proclamation that said, you know what, I'm going to get one. And then tragic events befall in my life, and I said, you know what, I'm going to get one. And I went to the dealership one day. I woke up and I said, you know what, that's what I'm gonna do. So I went right to the dealership and seen it. And what's so crazy, when I went, I was dressed, I probably had some Dickies on, and I walked into the dealership, and I said, "Yeah, I want to see the keys to that, you know, Corvette that you got parked out, out by the dealership sign." And the guy was looking like, "Yeah, he just want to, test drive, tire kick or something like that." So he said, "Hey, go to the other dude. This guy just started working there." And he said, "Yeah, I give you, you can go on a test drive. We, go wherever you want to see how you like it." And I drove it, and I liked it, and I said, "You know what? I'm gonna buy it." So the person that I initially met, they were shocked, eyes open, because it's like, yeah, I'm actually coming to buy it. You pawned me off on this other person when you could have got, the commission for it. But, that's all right, because, he treated me well. He wasn't, being an asshole or anything like that. So, that's good. But probably, hopefully, I don't want to deal with I don't really like dealing with dealerships because it's like they try to add in all these hidden costs and, oh, well, it's these taxes. Oh, we can't budge on a price. You go to a private seller, a person that's just like you, that they done had it for umpteen years and got all the paperwork on the cars. And that's another thing. I like all the service history, when it comes to getting cars, or, how long you had it, why are you selling and things like that. Dealership really, sometimes they get them from auctions or trade-ins, and they don't know a lot about the car. But when you're buying it from a private seller, yeah, I bought it when I was a young man. Now I'm this old, and that's the reason for me selling. I got a binder full of receipts and things I done to it, and I got extra car covers. That's the type of person that I don't want to buy, you know, a car like that from, because they took care of it. They're gonna point out all the things. Well, sometimes when you start it, it do this, but this is only this. Look into that. I'm just trying to be honest. That type of person. I mean, they're out there, especially when you're spending, the kind of money that those cars usually go for. It ain't like you're spending 1,000 or 1,500 and 2,000. You're spending some significant money to get something like that because they always retain their value. Okay, Jay Just, he said, "What's up, Reek? Just checking in, doing some trapping real quick." Okay, Jay Just and Lisa Smith in the chat room. Who else is in here? I see the numbers done jumped up a little bit more. I appreciate you for coming in. Matter of fact, hey, go to Cadillac J Just's page and become a subscriber. I check him out from time to time. I'm trying to get show love and get his subscriber count up. So you can start checking in on. And matter of fact, check in with Channel of Choice too. Choice has some good topics that he covers on his channel too. But since this platform, it doesn't like to promote certain people, the people I do get in here, the people that do catch the replays and things like that. Much as I say someone else's channel, hey, rewind it. What did he say? Did he say J Just? Is it Cadillac J Just? Which person is it? Check in the chat. You may be listening to it without looking at it, but go back, hit the chat, and the chat will pop up and it'll show who's in here. Click on their name, and then you'll be catapulted to their channel. And then hit that subscribe. But yeah, I'm just talking about what I want to hopefully look forward to come the spring. Like I said, I'm looking right now. And then hopefully, when it comes spring, I'll be able to pull the trigger on it. And then, I'll probably do another detailing video on, what I acquire, in my hunt, in my search. So I'll probably do a detailing on that, a detailing on my yellow Corvette, and a detail on my silver Corvette that I haven't had out in a while. It's been a while since I drove that. So I'll probably do a detailing video on that. It's always nice to get your car all detail fresh and then, bend corners and, in a clean car with nice music and, I look forward to that. I think everybody, that especially that's in poorer climates, they look forward to that. Now, if you're experiencing it being nice all the time, you could damn near go all year round riding your choicey vehicles, you know. So, like I said, what's it, Saturday? How's the world treating you? How's the world treating you, Jay Just? How's the world treating you, Lisa Smith? Any new things done popped up in your world since the last time I talked to you? Was it Saturday? And whoever else is out there, hey, you can, hey, this is the first time me listening. What's the topic? I'm just, essentially talking about, hopefully on a hunt search for, a Corvette. Two-seater. And it's crazy when they say two-seater because really, when you think about it, it's only a one-seater because, the captain's always going to be in the vehicle, but essentially you only get one other passenger in it. So it's like having a one-seater when you think about it. And that's one thing. I never sat in a 70s Corvette before, so I guess it would be good to, start getting out, let me come take a look at your car, and then I could see how it is sitting in something like that. Because with me being tall, it might be an issue. It might not be, but, I need to actually sit in one. I done sat in all the newer ones, but not in the one out of the 70s. And if you haven't hit the like button, hey, hopefully, I don't think I'm saying anything that could be offensive. So, hopefully you hit the thumbs up button. And the ones that have hit the thumbs up button, I appreciate you for doing that. People that's catching the replay, I hope that you find, the topic of me talking about searching for, one of America's long-held sports cars, a Corvette, will, it may spark you like, hell, I'm looking for a caddy, or I'm looking for old deuce and a quarter, or I'm looking for that foreign, joint, I've been on a hunt for, umpteen months or something like that, We could have a conversation like that, even if it's a different type of car, Is this something that you want? You work hard enough, treat yourself, Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself, That's what, to me, the winter time is for. You've been putting in work, stacking up, chasing that bag, getting it bigger than Santa Claus satchel. That's what's up. But it's also about haggling too, because a lot of times when you go, especially private owners, you really can't haggle with no car dealership. But with private owners, they try to, I think my car's worth this. Okay, you got to get this part fixed. This part needs to be fixed. Or you take this. Sometimes it's a little haggling game. But then every now and then you be like, this is the number I give you. And they'll be like, all right. But then when you hear when it's like no resistance, then you want to make sure everything's right with it. Hey, the water pump ain't leaking, there ain't no radiator or tranny leaks or rear end leaking, or it ain't blowing smoke. After you done rode it around for a while, you got to check all those things. And it pays. If you don't really know about cars, bring someone that is savvy. When it comes to certain cars and certain makes and things like that. That helps you a lot, can save you a lot in the long run. I've been messing with cars so long, I do pretty good on my own. And if I'm having difficulties, I do, inquire other people to help me. What's going on, Rated Shad? You see, Shad done entered into the chat. So we got Rated Shad. Hopefully Jay Just still in there, and hopefully the infamous Lisa Smith is still in the building. So how's your Monday treating you, Shad? What's going on with you? Appreciate the thumbs up. It's always love when I see that. I think maybe not this next time, whatever, the next time I do another live, but maybe the live after that, I'll do, what is that? Where I put the hotline up and we can get actual callers to call in and things like that. I don't think today, you know. I guess I'm trying to build up a regularity of coming back live again. They said good, it's good, just kick back. Yep, kick back. That's about it. All you can do in this type of weather, be cozy. Be cozy till, it's nice enough to, be outside. Oh, my night's going, it's phenomenal. It's not, I ain't faced too many issues. Just thinking about tomorrow, hitting it and doing what I need to do. I had to do runs early this morning. I really didn't want to do it, but, them errands be calling sometimes. So, sooner you get them out the way, sooner you can, get to what you really want to do. But hopefully February 1st, tomorrow, creeping up on us, will go good for everybody, on a Tuesday, Hopefully it's a good start. And what's so good, February is a short month. So, hopefully it fly by and it don't drag on like how January seemed like it did. Anybody else got anything to offer into the chat? I'm taking I won't say, I'm answering questions. I'll say that. As long as they don't turn into interrogations. It's all right to throw a question up, but don't turn it into an interrogation. I don't think nobody likes to be interrogated because it's almost like, okay, what you just answered is not good enough. Let me bombard you with some more stuff to try to see if I can get you off kilter and things like that. Right now we're facing 22 minutes. Like I said, I'm gonna try to stretch it from and go to the last time that I did, the other night, close to 30 minutes. Hopefully we can get there and, spark something that people can use, can incorporate, can, man, I ain't thought about that, I always like doing that. That's why I like, when you listen to different people on YouTube, you got all different kind of walks of life that you're looking at. Like, say you have a problem with your phone, you just got a phone, you don't know how to do a certain feature. You could just type that in right here on this platform, and someone got something close about it. Like for me, I've been watching nothing but, people with buying guides of buying 70s Corvettes and things like that. I've been watching that. What to look for and what to look out for and things like that. That puts you up. It's like that's people putting you up on game if you want to use a slick terminology with it, because it's like, okay, you can't fool me. Why are you trying to shy away from this when I'm trying to look at that? That must mean it must be a problem in this particular area, because all the different researches I done did, they're kind of pointing to this as being a problem area. So. Do your research. It'll help you out tremendously. But what was I gonna say? And also, I think to me the best color cars are always black. To me a black Corvette would be cool. White, I guess is all right, but I'd rather have a black. Red is cool, but red is kind of a more common color. And then a lot of 70s colors, the ones I've been running across is like oranges and browns. I seen one that was beige, and like I can't rock with them type of colors. I know you could paint cars and all that, but I'd rather get one that's all red, cool color that I can live with, where I don't have to do all this other extra stuff. So I want to say, when it comes to painting fiberglass, you got to make sure you got the right type of painter, or it's not gonna come out right. So I'd rather have something that's already set. All I got to do is, figure out which wax I'm gonna put on it to, have it looking phenomenal. And we got them 70s and heading towards the 80s and things like that. I wouldn't even mind doing, what do they call them? Where it's not so much a car show, but it's where everybody posts up. It may be off to a little restaurant. People go in and out the restaurant and just post out in the parking lot, just admiring other people's cars and things like that. I think it's called Cars and Coffee. When a group of people get together and just kick back and admire everybody else's vehicle, and have something good to eat, and occasionally something to drink, and that's what's up. Enjoying the weather. But other than that, I'm trying to think. I'll probably get rid of about 2 more other cars too that I really don't pay attention to enough. So I'd rather they go to good homes, get the right amount of revenue for each one, and I could put that into something else. But way that what I say is the chip shortage. A lot of people's buying used cars more, and you can sell used cars for more money because they're kind of they're in high demand, like new cars are in high demand. Certain new cars you can't get because of the chip shortage. So essentially, it's a win-win situation. When I look at it, only part that may not be cool, I seen the gas prices and they're seeming like they're skyrocketing. I was passing one, I'm like, damn. I just was seeing it was like 10 cents cheaper. Now it's 10 cents more. So what will it be when it hits spring and summer? What will the gas prices be then? That may cut into cruising time. May not be able to cruise as much, but still going to be able to get out and do something. That's not going to hinder me from trying to enjoy the weather while we have it. I'm glad the algorithm or whoever controls these controls on YT let those that really rock with me come in and say what they needed to say. That's what's up. I appreciate them thumbs up. I appreciate people that catching the replay and, oh, Rick, are you live? No, it's been about an hour or two since they've done posted it up. They try to fool people into thinking that, oh, he's going live right now. I've been fooled by other people's channels. Like, oh, wait, they live? And then once you click on it again on another device, like, no, they've been about 3 hours ago they were live. You just catching a replay, but we ain't going to tell you that. But I'll say this. With that being said, I'm going to check out. Hey, I appreciate everybody that done chimed in. Hey, you're speaking with none other than Reek of Too Cool to Con, and I'm out.